Hi everybody, Bob Woolsey here, news for Sheeple, bringing the news to the use. So, God, I tell you, there's so much good news, I don't even know where to pick from the pile. And today is no exception. Look at that, all those part-time jobs, but all that full-time fun. So we're going to start out with some numbers before taking a pause for our sponsors, and we know who they are because our sponsors are really important. Their sponsors are important for everybody. Everybody that's in the nanny goat state. Everybody that's in the nanny goat state. Yeah, every co-sponsor and every sponsor is very, very important. So let's get to the hard facts because, you know, you got frickin' Obama out there kicking some major buttocks. And he's got those unemployment numbers down to 7.6%, even though real unemployment is probably about 16 to 20%. But anyway, we're going to stick to the government numbers of 7.6% because they're pretty goddamn impressive, you got to admit. But hey, let's look at some hard facts about where this labor force is going. You know, the number of part-time workers is at an all-time high. 47% of adults have a full-time job, and that's all. And the number of full-time jobs is decreasing. Yeah, that's right. Goddamn, 2.7 million temporary workers at all-time high. You know, the second biggest employer in the United States now after Walmart is like people that, you know, sell temps to people and shit like that. And 1 out of every 10 jobs filled by temps. And, you know, 1 out of every 10 jobs, yeah. So, God bless all those temps and everything. Manufacturing jobs are still decreasing 54 months in a row. You know, but God, we got 7.6% unemployment. So, God, that's great. You know, 76% of Americans live from paycheck to paycheck, and 1 out of every 4 makes less than $10 an hour. There's fewer Americans in manufacturing than we had back in 1950, and the highest percentage of low-wage workers in the industrial world. But that's all right because, God damn it, Obama's rocking the world, bringing that unemployment rate down to 7.6%. It's enough to make Ben Bernanke piss his pants. You know, 60% of middle-class jobs have been lost. 60% of the low-class jobs gained. I don't know. God, you do the math. 60% of middle-class jobs lost. Okay, they went away. They're gone. And then you have the 60% of the low-class jobs, low-wage jobs came in. So it's kind of a win-win situation depending on how you do it. You know, 53% of Americans make less than $30,000 a year, but according to the Koch brothers, that puts you in the top 1%. And if you believe that shit, it puts you in the top 99% of idiots. And 500,000 part-time jobs added in 2013. Way to go, Obama! 500,000 part-time jobs. So, 5.6 million full-time jobs lost, and only 200,000 full-time jobs replaced. They replaced with all part-time jobs, but that's all right because, you know, people get to spend more time with their families, and, you know, they can't afford to raise them or clothe them or feed them or give them a house, but they can spend more time with their families. I know, I like to think about my family. There's my little kid and my little lamb chop. I worry about them, you know, but I know Obama's taking good care of us. And, you know, just like Ben Bernanke's taking good care of us. And he's going to be gone soon, but he's leaving us with this big canister for whoever's going to be the Federal Reserve Chief next. This double bubble. And look at that. Look at that. It now has more than 380 trillion pieces. And look at that. 0% interest. Got it. You know, and if it doesn't have Ben's name on the label, you can't trust it. But that's all right because the new one coming up is going to give us the shaft to, get unemployment down because that's part of their mandate. So anyway, I feel like I'm pretty qualified to talk about this stuff because I got my sheepskins to prove that I went to a major metropolitan college and I know this stuff backwards and forwards. And I'm telling you, those economic numbers don't lie. So it's not like you need a crystal ball. Although if you did, I have one and I can look into the future. And I can tell that things are going to be fucking great because Obama's got another 3 years. God, that's all a win-win situation for us. So remember, when you're out there and you're in between snacks, have a fast break. There you go. So there we have it. Bob Woolsey news for Sheeple. And, it's good news to find out that 50% of Americans get their news from TV still. And that's a fact. I didn't make that up like all the other stuff. And I think that's great. And I hope that I'm part of that. I hope I'm one of your most trusted muttons in the news industry. So, while all the other networks are trying to pull wool over your eyes. I'm trying to pull wool back down, and all over in front and everything. Because God, wool's great. Everybody loves wool. And so anyway, I got to get back to work now because I got to keep my wife in new pairs of hooves. So hey, there you go. News for Sheeple. Everything's great. What? 2 more minutes? I can't do it.